Are you planning to use natural marble or stone in your interior? And are the choices available in the market confusing you? Namaste. Hi, I'm Monica Khosla Bhargav, founder and principal architect of Kham Consultants, an architecture and interior design firm. India is home to a wide variety of natural stones, and today I'm going to be sharing 5 of my favorites. So let's get started. At the top of my list of Indian marbles is the white Makrana marble. I know this name may sound unfamiliar to some of you, but it's been used in the greatest of monuments in India like the Taj Mahal, the Victoria Memorial and the City Palace Jaipur. It comes from the small town of Makrana in Rajasthan, and the first time I visited this place was when I went to select the marble for my own house. Besides its pristine white color, what I really like about this marble is that it's extremely hardy, it's non-porous, it doesn't stain easily and gives the space a cool feel. This is especially important if you live in a warm climate, which is what most of India experiences. These unique properties have been attributed to its calcite content, for which it has been awarded the status of a global heritage stone by the International Union of Geological Sciences. But if you're looking at using very large slabs, then this is not the marble for you. It's generally available in sizes of 4 feet or less. Again, it's a natural rock, not an industrially manufactured tile. So that odd grey spot or vein is just part of its character, and we have to enjoy the natural formations of stone if we choose to use them. Sometimes these spots emerge after a few years, like they've done in my house, but I'm not going to be replacing the stone. It really hurts me to waste a natural resource, and that to something as precious as a marble. Many a times, clients ask me to replace a marble because they don't like the color or the formation. Now, marble is a natural metamorphosed rock, and discarding it as waste just takes it to the landfill. Veins in marble are characteristic of the mineral deposits in the rock. The white Albeta with its black vein and the grey vein Dungri are 2 other great marbles from Makrana. Second on my list is another very hardy stone, the Indian black granite. This is an igneous rock, and most of it is mined from Khammam in Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. It can be polished to a mirror-like surface, which I use on kitchen or bathroom counters. Generally, I prefer the Lapato finish or the leather finish, which is a matte finish but not rough. I love using this as an anti-skid texture for flooring and especially on staircases. For driveways, I prefer the rough granite cobblestones. Another stone that I find very attractive is the greenish grey Kota stone. This is a fine-grained variety of limestone quarried at Ramganj Mandi in Kota district of Rajasthan. Unlike Makrana, which has calcite, this is a limestone with dolomite. The stone is extremely hardy and can be used in exteriors, on facades, driveways, as well as in interiors. The next stone that I really enjoy working with is commonly called teakwood. Unlike most other Indian stones, which are in the cool white, grey, green tones, this sandstone has a warm and vibrant color. It has the characteristic veins similar to teakwood, hence that name. 2 varieties are available. One is Eta Gold from Jaisalmer and the other is from Khatu, both in Rajasthan. I generally use the Eta Gold for flooring in designs where I wish to get a rustic appeal, and the Khatu teak for facades. The last stone on today's list is slate, also from Rajasthan, from a place called Deoli. This is something I love using to clad both interiors and exteriors. It has a textured surface and the deep grey rock colors. Today, stone processing in India is technologically very advanced and at par with the rest of the world. So slates are available in calibrated sizes, neatly cut like tiles, and even in a predetermined pattern laid out on a matte backing. This holds true not just for slates, but for all the natural marbles and stones in India. Another advantage with using Indian stones is the price. Other than Makrana, which would cost you anything between say 500 to 2000 rupees a square feet, the other stones are quite reasonable. Granite would work out to something like 200 rupees, teakwood in the range of 100 to 150, and the calibrated Kota and slate would work out to say 100 rupees a square feet. The trend in the past few years has been to encourage local artisans and products or goods, especially if they're as good as what you can get internationally. This is an extremely sustainable and eco-friendly movement that helps the local economy as well as allows us to use materials which are unique to our country and also more suited to it. So I hope that you will also encourage this and go local when you decide to build or redesign your houses. I really hope you learned something new and unique today, and if you enjoy content like this or information on interior design, architecture, and even some fun reactions on house tours, then subscribe to my channel. And if you enjoyed this video, then press the like button and drop a comment.